Hi, Lysiana. So here I am going to do a review of your speech, doing a screen share here. Okay, so here we go. Introduction, paragraph. When thinking about kindergarten, people reminisce about fun times exploring a new building with different teachers and students. Everyone has different stories when it comes to the experience of school. I personally have a few. Was a shy, quiet kindergartner. You might be thinking, well, everyone's scared to speak to new people, as you might not recognize. However, I had a reason why I was not social compared to all other kindergartners. Waiting on the line on the first day of school was frightening for me. Like many other kindergartners, many got upset to say goodbye to their parents. In my case, I was devastated because I knew I struggled with English and my parents would not be able to come with me and help. I understood some of the English, some English, and had trouble speaking because I did not have a lot of practice at home. Since both of my parents were Albanian, they always spoke to me in Albanian. I would also watch movies, listen to music, and communicate to my parents in Albanian. We hardly spoke English at home. Walking to the elementary school on the first day, going to kindergarten classroom was extremely nervous. My teacher started giving us instructions of where to leave our backpacks and where our seat was located. I sat at my desk quietly, not following her instructions because I did not understand. While all the other students in the class had completed everything, after a while, my teacher got the class settled and we sat at our desks and that were color coded. I started to panic when she called out my name because I knew I would mix up my colors in English. Despite knowing that they were in Albanian, then the worst thing that could happen to a kid happened to me. I told her that the pencil was purple. The whole class started to laugh, and I thought it was too funny. It was funny too, but inside I was devastated. And we started learning, heading to the cafeteria, and I sat there with a group of girls. They introduced themselves and they asked me what my name was. They started talking about their favorite TV shows and what they were doing. When they asked me about mine, I told them about an Albanian show. They looked at me funny because, of course, they couldn't understand what I was saying. Thankfully, I was saved by the bell, and it was time for recess. I was able to play tag with all the girls, and which did not require speaking at all, and let me enjoy being friends with them and feeling normal. We walked to the kindergarten room, and the teacher announced that she was going to test us on numbers to see what we knew. While she called students one by one, I started to count in my head. I began to count in Albanian. I wanted to scream, but I could not in English. She called my name and told me to organize the number cards in the correct order. I finished the task while counting in my head in Albanian, and she was impressed. And she told me to count out loud. I remembered feeling so sick to my stomach. I thought I was able to hide my struggle. However, that wasn't the case. I started counting in English: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shete, tete, nente, dej. Okay. While I ended in Albanian, I could not remember everything. The teacher looked at me in confusion. I became so upset and started to communicate to my teacher in Albanian and English. I remember trying to tell her how challenging it was to keep up with everything because sometimes I could not find the right words in English. After this time, I began working with another teacher that helped and support students that didn't know English that well. She was able to come up and help me improve my English skills. Well, the teachers understood that I spoke a different language. I started to communicate with other teachers to figure out how to support me. They started to communicate with other teachers how to support me the best way possible. I feel supported, and I knew that I would learn how to become stronger with English. It was time to finish the day, and the teacher announced to pack up to go home. The teacher walked the class outside, and I ran to my mom. I could not wait to tell her about my crazy stories at school. I remember being so exhausted from all the hard work because it was a long learning process for me. It was a challenge learning English at school and speaking Albanian at home. The one thing that I did learn through all of this is that being determined through challenging times makes you a stronger person. It may have been very tough for me in kindergarten, but I proved to myself that I could overcome challenges with the right support and determination, and all the challenges that people experience in life make you a stronger person. Beautiful story. It's and I think I did talk to you in class as well. I don't think there are any changes needed. I think I may have asked you to, integrate a little bit of Albanian words, or I saw that in the numbers you did that. That's it. And if you can think about a metaphor at the end, I think determination, challenge, or if you want to say, what do you mean in Albanian? If you can come up with the word like determination, is something that you really understand very well. In the in the end and in the beginning, if you want to introduce an Albanian word for determination or strength, then go ahead and do it. Other than that, that's just a suggestion. But other than that, very nice. You don't need to make any changes in your speech. Okay. Thank you.